Okay, let's dive into this. When we picture the World Cup, we usually see spectacular goals, dramatic penalty shootouts, and just seas of flags waving in these packed stadiums. Especially when you're watching it all unfold on a beautiful 16:9 widescreen YouTube broadcast, it is the beautiful game at its absolute peak. But behind all of that athletic glory and global unity lies a sprawling, highly structured corporate reality. I mean, to put it into perspective, the 2022 tournament alone generated a staggering, record-breaking $7.5 billion in commercial revenue. $7.5 billion. That is an astronomical sum for an event that literally only lasts a single month. So today, in this explainer, we're taking a focused look at exactly that, the business behind the FIFA World Cup. We're going to peel back the layers of the jerseys and the turf to examine the actual financial mechanics that power the most watched sporting event on the planet. Which brings us to the absolutely massive question looming over the entire tournament. Because, it's not really about who takes home the golden trophy, but who takes home the profits, who really makes billions from the FIFA World Cup. It's not just a sporting event, it's an incredibly lucrative financial engine. And to really understand it, we have to track where every single dollar goes. From the fan buying a ticket in Buenos Aires or Tokyo, all the way up to those massive multinational corporations sponsoring the halftime shows. We're going to track the flow of this immense capital and finally solve the puzzle of who the ultimate financial beneficiaries actually are when that final whistle blows. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer, unbelievable gravity of the wealth involved here. We are talking about billions with a capital B. We aren't just talking about a few million in localized ticket sales or stadium hot dogs. No way. The wealth generated by this single ecosystem is astronomical. From multi-million-dollar broadcasting rights that are negotiated years in advance to global sponsorships with massive brands like Adidas, Coca-Cola, and Visa, a simple month-long competition is transformed into an absolute financial juggernaut. To put that into perspective for a second, the revenue generated by the tournament often exceeds the entire gross domestic product of several small nations. It's a colossal movement of capital, fueled completely by the attention of over half the globe. In fact, those broadcasting rights alone account for more than half of the total revenue, which means at the end of the day, the true currency of the tournament is actually human attention. Because of this, there is a fascinating split in how the tournament is actually experienced. On one side, you have the event as the public knows and loves it, right? A unifying, joyous global spectacle. Fans are literally spending their life savings to travel, paint their faces, and cheer for their home countries. It's built on motion, national pride, and a pure love of the sport. But on the exact opposite side, there is a relentlessly calculated corporate machine operating behind the scenes. While we fans are entirely focused on the pitch, executives are hyper-focused on complex licensing fees, intellectual property rights, and exclusive vendor contracts. And get this, host nations often pass massive tax exemptions just to secure the rights to hold the tournament in the first place, meaning the local economy misses out on millions in potential tax revenue. It is truly a tale of two tournaments here. The emotional one played on the grass, and the highly calculated, multi-billion-dollar corporate reality played out in the boardrooms. To understand how this machine actually operates, we can break it down into a simple but incredibly effective life cycle. It starts with the event itself, the FIFA World Cup. The matches, the state-of-the-art stadiums, and the athletes themselves, they act as the core product. That physical event acts as the fuel for the second pillar, the business behind it. This is the underlying infrastructure, a massive web of international business contracts, exclusive media rights, and global marketing deals. And that entire infrastructure is designed with one single, highly optimized ultimate goal, the billions made. Everything, and I mean everything, is structured to funnel value upward, converting the passion of the fans and the immense investments of the host countries into cold, hard revenue. Understanding how these three elements interact is the absolute key to seeing the whole hidden picture. Let's move forward and see how this builds step by step, in real time. Phase 1 is the catalyst. The referee blows the whistle, the tournament kicks off, and literally billions of eyes tune in globally. Instantly, Phase 2 activates. This is the business operations phase. This means broadcasters paying absolute premium rates for primetime ad spots, sponsors pushing exclusive merchandise all over the world, and digital platforms harvesting massive amounts of user engagement. Every single view, every click, and every jersey sale is meticulously monetized, which leads us directly into Phase 3, making billions. The value flows seamlessly from the global spectacle on the pitch right through that corporate machinery, culminating in massive financial returns. It is, without a doubt, one of the most efficient monetization funnels ever created in the modern entertainment industry. So, the crucial point here is synthesizing everything we've just unpacked to finally answer our core question: who really makes billions from the FIFA World Cup?
After tracking this massive flow of money from the pitch through the broadcasters and sponsors to the bank, where does it all actually land? Well, the reality is that the lion's share doesn't always go to the host nations, who spend billions building those stadiums and upgrading their infrastructure. Actually, host countries are often left with massive debt and abandoned facilities once the crowds go home. It also doesn't go entirely to the local businesses either. The true financial winner is the governing body itself, holding the exclusive, tax-free rights to the most valuable sporting events on the planet. They bear very little of the infrastructure risk, but they reap the vast majority of the commercial and broadcasting rewards.
Which leaves us with this final, really provocative thought. Understanding this whole system completely changes how you view the beautiful game, doesn't it? The next time the tournament rolls around and you are glued to the screen watching your favorite team make a desperate, thrilling run for the trophy, challenge yourself to look past the pitch. Look at the corporate logos lining the advertising boards, the exclusive broadcasters presenting the match, and the massive financial structure of the tournament itself. Ask yourself, when you watch the FIFA World Cup, who are you really watching make billions? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember to always keep questioning the hidden structures behind the things we love.